been on Madden Online Franchise on the Xbox since 2009. I just want to give them a big shout out. Go to SodenBowl.com and check them out, and check them out on YouTube. I know it's probably the best Madden players around, so go out there and definitely play with them.
And welcome, Soden Bowl, to season number 98. Super Bowl, 97 Super Bowls in the books. Number 98 promises to be a classic. We have Uhrah's Dolphins, 13-3, versus the King of Wakanda and his 14-2 Monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears. Both of these owners looking for their very first Super Bowl. Both first-time Super Bowl appearances here. Winner goes in the history books. We are really close to kickoff here. A couple things to look at. The Miami Dolphins have a young stud at running back. I believe his name is Spencer, so keep an eye on him. And then over on the flip side, in Chicago, we have the phenom rookie quarterback Isaac Kennedy. Getting it done for the Chicago Bears. So this will be a battle of offenses. Can Uhrah score more points than the King of Wakanda? Wakanda with the number 2 ranked offense. Uhrah, the number 6 defense in the league. Number 3 in takeaways. So it'll be very interesting to see what Uhrah can do. Uhrah has a very good pass rush. And then, of course, don't forget, the Chicago Bears have Mr. 99 himself. Return of the Mac, Khalil Mack, somebody that the Dolphins are going to have to pay special attention to. Those of you in the chat, post your predictions. You have up until about 2 minutes into the game before I'm going to cut it off. Post your predictions, who you think is going to win Super Bowl 98 and what you think the score is. And for extra credit, who's the Super Bowl MVP? And then we'll go from there. These two owners are doing very good in season number 99. As most of you know, we converted to an owners league for season 99. We turned our abilities off. This right here will be the last game of this Madden cycle with abilities on. This Super Bowl completes season 98, which was our last abilities league. So 99's going on right now. We're in about week 4. And abilities are off, and everybody loves it. T. Hoyt is saying Bears 24-10. MVP is going to be Kennedy for the Chicago Bears. That's a solid pick. But I've had the privilege of looking at some game tape from Uhrah, and I got to tell you, he reminds me. I don't mean to mix users or compare you to anybody else, Uhrah, but for those people in Soden Bowl that may not have seen you play yet. I'm gonna mix you between a 5-star hustler and a Seahawks 37-26. You've got the stick skills and the smarts and the play calling of both of those owners combined. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna predict the Miami Dolphins are gonna win by a touchdown. Now I know Queen of Drama is gonna kill me here because she was talking to me on Twitter. She told me that King of Wakanda is going to win this game easily. So we'll just have to see. But I'm going to go ahead and pick Uhrah by a touchdown. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and let these guys kick this thing off. I don't want to keep these guys any longer. They are ready to go. All right, we're giving them the word now. Billy Hoyle says Bears 27, Dolphins 13, and he also predicts Isaac Kennedy as the Super Bowl MVP. All right, let's give you guys some sound. right, we have a black screen of death here. I'm trying to fix it for you, a new overlay.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Check back, check back.
And Todd Gurley is off to the races on the first play of the game. We have a Chicago Bears touchdown. And just like that, King of Wakanda is up 7-0.
Let's go, folks.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
There you go, my apologies. We are back up and running
Here we go. 480. 58. Come on.
as the Chicago Bears.
Slam. Here we go. 46.
The Chicago Bears on the first play of the game went to Todd Gurley for a 75-yard touchdown. And they lead 7-0 as the Dolphins will have possession here to start the game. And a wide open Antonio Brown.
That's it, baby.
Dak Prescott with an 18-yard pitch and catch to Antonio Brown.
Here we go.
And the Dolphins are on a roll.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Here we go. 47.
Those of you just joining, post your predictions. Who you think is going to win the game and who the Super Bowl MVP is. Whoever comes closest will win a copy of Madden 21 digital download, courtesy of Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust. This is Soden Bowl 98 Super Bowl. I am Soden. This is the Soden Bowl Network, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust. Prescott under center. Single back formation from their 40-yard line, second down and 10. Prescott with great protection, throwing over the middle. Devontae Parker with a leaping, lunging reception, and Prescott now 2 of 2 as Parker goes for 25 yards into Chicago Bear territory up to the 35-yard line. Jiggy says Bears 28, Dolphins 21. Todd Gurley, the MVP. Bears pressing the line. There is the give to Spencer, the young superstar running back that we talked about for the Miami Dolphins. An electric runner.
It's now second and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Corey King says Bears 35-14. And 5-star checking in says Wakanda's got this 24-10. Prescott under center, single back formation. The give to Spencer flowing to the right. Cuts it back and leaves Wakanda's shoes on the field. Wakanda using Roquan Smith. And he missed on that play, and Spencer was able to pick up a first down up to the Chicago Bear 25-yard line. Ohio Bengals says Dolphins 23-21. That's right, Ohio. You and I have the Dolphins in this game. Hall of Fame head coach, you're blessed, says Chicago 31, Miami 24, Todd Gurley, the MVP. And there is Kenyon Drake with a carry up the middle for a gain of 8. Second down and 2 as they officially enter the Bear red zone from the 17-yard line. Wyrock's prediction was 35-14. My apologies. Wyrock picks the Bears 35-14. Prescott from the gun. Drake in the backfield. Watch for Antonio Brown in that slot. And here comes the blitz. It's picked up great. Prescott checks it over the middle but dropped. Devontae Parker cannot hang on the crossing route, going right to left. That'll bring up a third down and 2 for Dak Prescott and company as they have the ball in the Bears red zone on the 17-yard line, down by 7. And they're going to give the ball to Kenyon Drake, and he has a first down. 2 carries, 12 yards for Kenyon Drake.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
First down and 10 from the Bear 13-yard line. Single back formation. Bears showing blitz. Single safety high look as they back off again. We have a receiver in motion. It is Sampson who gets the end around, gets the edge, and a beautiful cutback. That is a gain of 7 as they move the ball up to the 6-yard line. Second down and 3. 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Season number 98. Super Bowl, Soden Bowl Network, IMS Soden, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust. Spencer with the carry, and he gets absolutely nothing. Strickland with the tackle. Third down and 3 from the Bears' 6-yard line. Dolphins trail by 7. Those of you just joining us, Todd Gurley on the first play of the game took it to the house. And the King of Wakanda enjoying a 7-0 lead. Prescott from the gun, Drake in the backfield. He'll throw on 3rd and 3, a quick out to Sampson, he cannot hang on. Great hit on the play. Dak Prescott now 50%. And the Dolphins are going to send out their special team, Sanders, to attempt the field goal from the 13-yard line. And that chip shot is up and down the middle, and the Dolphins are on the board. And Gabriel's going to call for a fair catch in the end zone. The Bears will take over on their own 25-yard line. Last drive, 1 play, 75-yard touchdown to Todd Gurley. Kennedy under center, bunch formation. Todd Gurley in the backfield to give to Gurley, going up the middle, and he is taken down instantly. That is a gain of nothing. Todd Gurley, 2 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
60 outlaw.
Pistol formation, Gurley alone in the backfield. Kennedy to throw. His first pass attempt of the game. He has Robinson the second. Open over the middle, a gain of 17. Bears moving the ball up to their own 43-yard line. Their second drive of the game.
Come on, set. 30 base.
Watch the run. Good side, baby. That's it.
Go.
And the give is to Gurley, a nice hole up the middle, a modest gain up to the 48-yard line. 3 carries, 80 yards now for Todd Gurley.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Set. 60 or.
Screen. Watch screen. Watch twist.
5.
Kennedy throwing over the middle. He has Trey Burton for the reception into Miami Dolphin territory.
19 yards. That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
As the first quarter is winding down.
90 Wolf.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right.
2.
And Gurley with the carry going to the left side, and a nice gain. Now 4 carries, 88 yards for Todd Gurley.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
That is correct, Mr. Bengal. It is just you and I taking the Dolphins.
X3.
Kennedy, empty formation. Second down and 2. All day to throw, and he throws it almost intercepted. Great user coverage by Uhrah. Dangerous throw for that young quarterback as he forces it into coverage. Huge third down for the Miami Dolphin defense. Third down and 2 from the Dolphin 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
I formation, Gurley in the backfield. The give is to Gurley, trying to go up the middle, and he gets the first down. Puts his head down, great job. And that will end the first quarter.
With the score, Bears 7, Dolphins 3.
And there you have it. Todd Gurley, 91 yards on the ground. He has a touchdown here in the second quarter. Pistol formation, the give to Gurley, but he is shut down. Great defense.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Second down and 10 from the 23-yard line.
Ready.
Kennedy from the gun, Gurley in the backfield. Ball on the Dolphin 23-yard line. Kennedy to throw, great protection. Looking over the middle, and it's almost intercepted again.
Intended for Trey Burton. Incomplete.
Trey Burton didn't come back to the football on that one. The Miami Dolphins almost stepped in front of Burton and got the interception. They just could not hang on to the football. Third down and 10. Empty formation.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Watch for Burton on that right side, working up that middle seam. Dolphins backing up. Kennedy to throw, and they got a blitz in his face. They have the reception. Josh Reynolds with a huge catch, working to the sideline, gets his feet down, and a first down to the Dolphin 11-yard line. Kennedy showing that arm strength and zipping that football in there.
70, Indy.
Pistol formation, Gurley in the backfield. The give is to Gurley, trying to go to the right side to get the edge. He does, and he's going to jog into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Todd Gurley's second touchdown of the game. The kick is up, and it is good, and he runs into the kicker. They are going to decline. They are going to accept that and get the yardage on the kickoff. And the Bears take a 14-3 lead as Morstead kicks it in the stands. Todd Gurley having himself a game here in the second quarter. Already 2 touchdowns.
Here we go.
58 to Mike.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill.
As Prescott's going to give the ball to Spencer, a nice crease up the middle, sneaks his way through the hole, and that's a gain of 9. Miami desperately trying to claw their way back into this game. Chicago Bears on 2 drives have 2 touchdowns.
Here we go.
58 to Mike. 3 buzz.
There's a give to Kenyon Drake, who has a great hole off that left side. Drake now with 22 yards on 3 carries. And the Miami Dolphins have a first down up to their 43-yard line. Prescott under center, I formation. They give the ball to Balaj, and he gains a couple up to the 46-yard line. Second down and 8 for Dak Prescott and company. He's going to be looking for Antonio Brown here pretty soon. He's going to have to start throwing the football to keep up with King of Wakanda. Here they are, coming out in the gun. Kenyon Drake in the backfield. Antonio Brown far left. Prescott to throw, good protection. And he throws it over the middle to Sampson, who runs into the defender and is taken down immediately. A gain of 1 will bring up a third down and 7 from their own 46-yard line.
Here we go.
Chicago pressing the receivers at the line. Antonio Brown far left. Drake in the backfield. Prescott from the gun.
55, Mike 50.
Good protection for Dak. He's going to heave it down the sideline. A leaping reception for Antonio Brown. And just like that, the Dolphins get into the Bears' red zone all the way down to the 18-yard line. Antonio Brown now with 2 catches, 53 yards through the air. Single back formation, Prescott under center, Spencer in the backfield. Wakanda using Roquan Smith, middle linebacker. The give to Spencer, who cuts it back to the left, weaving his way up to the Bear 11-yard line. 51 yards running for the Dolphins team, split between Kenyon Drake and the youngster Spencer. As we have a bunch formation, Spencer checks back in the game at running back. Bears safety moving up into the box. To give to Spencer, trying to go up the middle, a huge hole, and he is down at the 1. Almost sneaks it into the end zone. Lurk God says, how do we win a copy of Madden 21? If you want to win a copy of Madden 21, you have to be the closest. You have to guess who's going to win this game by the closest margin and get the Super Bowl MVP. That is a loss of 1 as Balaj checks into the game there. 2nd and goal from the Bear 2-yard line. A touchdown or a field goal is huge here for the Miami Dolphins because they can claw their way back within a 1-score game and a 2-point conversion if they get a field goal. A touchdown, obviously, it's a 4-point game. I formation, the give to Balaj again, trying to go up the middle, powers his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Uhrah. As Sanders will attempt the extra point to make it a 4-point game, and that kick is down the middle. 9 plays, 74 yards. As the Miami Dolphins close the gap to just 4 points here with 2 minutes, almost 3 minutes left in the first half. Gabriel will take it out of the end zone, directly up the middle, up to the 24-yard line. That is where the King will take over on his 3rd drive of the game.
Ready, 18, Gator.
Single back formation, Todd Gurley in the backfield.
Look at me. Go.
And he's going to give the ball to Gurley going up the middle, bounces off a blocker.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
As Todd Gurley now over 100 yards running, 106 rushing yards, and 2 touchdowns. As Kennedy is changing the play here, 2nd down and 7.
Mike 52.
And he's going to give the ball to Gurley, trying to go to the right side, but he runs into his own blocker.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem for me. Yeah, baby.
That will take us to the 2-minute warning with a 3rd down and 7 as the Miami Dolphins are trying to make their first defensive stand of the game. The Chicago Bears on 2 drives have both touchdowns. This is their 3rd drive of the game. Kennedy, empty formation. And he's going to get hit as he throws and intercepted. Matheu with the interception, and the Dolphins will take over at the 48-yard line. I believe that was Carroll, the X-Factor defensive lineman who came in and hit Isaac Kennedy as he threw it. And the Dolphins with the first turnover of the game. We have an RPO out to the right and a dangerous throw. Prescott lucky that was not intercepted, as the Chicago Bears were not fooled. Fuller with the coverage and the breakup. 2nd down and 10 from the Dolphin 48-yard line. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. Dolphins trail by 4. Single back formation. Spencer in the backfield to give to Spencer. Trying to go up the middle. A great hole and a nice burst of speed. As Spencer now with 50 yards running on the ground, and the Dolphins into Bear territory up to the 38-yard line. 1:38 left in the first half.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
I formation as the tight end checks in at fullback. And Prescott changing the play. Clock continuing to run.
Tight dog,
Play clock running down. Dak's going to give it to Spencer, trying to go up the middle. A gain of a few. Will bring up a 2nd down and 7 with just over a minute left in the first half. Roquan Smith with the tackle for the Chicago Bears. Even if Miami does not get a touchdown here, if they can get a field goal, they can close this gap to just 1 point. As the Bears press in the line, no safety on that right side. No deep safety on that right side. Prescott under center, single back formation. He's going to throw. Looking down the field, over the middle, has the reception. 5 of 8, 94 yards for Dak. As Devontae Parker gets his 2nd reception of the game. And the Dolphins move the ball into the red zone at the 19-yard line. They do not take a timeout here, as Spencer's going to try to get the edge and is knocked out of bounds at the 12-yard line. 2nd down and 3 with 19 seconds left in the first half. Dolphins trailing by 4. Season number 98. IMS Soden. This is the Soden Bowl Network, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust. We have the 13-3 Dolphins and the 14-2 Chicago Bears. Prescott from the gun, 2nd down and 3. And it's a fake, and Prescott is taken down on the read option. That is a big loss. 3rd down and 8 as the Chicago Bears burn a timeout. From the gun, Drake in the backfield. Prescott to throw, looking for the end zone. Jumping reception and knocked away. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. Sanders to attempt the field goal from the 24-yard line. That kick is up and down the middle. We have a 1-point game. Wakanda's Bears lead 14-13 over Uhrah's Dolphins. With just 8 seconds left on the game clock. Gabriel's going to let it bounce out of the end zone. Bears will take over from the 25-yard line. Do the Bears try to go for something here, or do they just take us to halftime? Seems like nothing good can happen from your own 25-yard line with 8 seconds left in the half. Kennedy will go for it here. Empty formation. He's going to check it over the middle to Robinson, the 2nd. That is a good gain up to the 50, and they just get the timeout in. 1 second left on the clock. Robinson now with 42 yards on 2 receptions for the Chicago Bears. Kennedy from the empty formation. And he's going to get hit and sacked, and that is how the first half will end. Carroll with the sack. That will take us to halftime. And again, we are sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust. If you're in the Colorado Springs area, make sure you guys check out Allied Plumbing and Heat. Go to AlliedPHLLC.com. And the kick is underway to start the second half as the Dolphins. Kenyon Drake will take it out of the end zone and can only get the ball up to the 21-yard line, but the Dolphins, with 2 good defensive stands to close out the second half, and they trail by just 1 point.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go one more.
Dak under center, Spencer in the backfield to give to Spencer going through that right vacated hole. Wakanda had responsibility for the B gap there, and he flowed to the A gap. Spencer identified it, ran right up through the vacant hole in a nice gain. Kyle Fuller with the tackle for the Chicago Bears. Miami now with 94 yards of offense. We have a bunch formation to give to Spencer again as he jukes, stumbles, and falls forward for a first down up to the Miami Dolphin 45-yard line. Now 84 yards on the ground for the youngster. As it seems momentum has flipped. And with that being said, Wakanda flips his defense. And he's going to give the ball to Kenyon Drake, and it's blown up in the backfield. Loss of 4 on the play, as the entire Chicago Bear defense was in the backfield. Second down and 14 from their own 42-yard line. Opening drive of the second half. Both running backs in the backfield. Prescott in the gun. They pick up the blitz. He's going to check it over the middle to Antonio Brown. Prescott now 6 of 10 for 97 yards. That's just a gain of 3. Third down and 11. Clinton Dix with the tackle for the Chicago Bears. Great closing speed. You don't want to let Antonio Brown get free in the secondary, or he will make you pay, even on a 3-yard crossing route. Prescott from the gun, 3rd and 11. Bears showing blitz. Prescott to throw. He's going to throw deep down the left sideline and almost intercepted. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. Dak Prescott just led him a little too far, but great coverage by King of Wakanda, as Hawk will have to punt. Punting from his own 31-yard line, gets the punt away, angling it to the left side. It bounces backwards and fielded at the 12-yard line, downed at the 12-yard line. My apologies. That is where the King of Wakanda, will take over with his first possession of the second half. Todd Gurley, single back formation. They give to Gurley, trying to go to the left side, but taken down. 10 carries, 108 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Todd Gurley.
Come on, set. 60 out.
Kennedy under center, single back formation. Dolphins pressing the line. Kennedy to throw. Carroll's going to take him down again. 2 sacks for the superstar X-Factor defensive end. That is a big-time play for a big-time player on the Miami Dolphins, as the Dolphins will force a 3rd and 12. Bears pinned deep, back at their 10-yard line. X-Factor's enabled for Carroll. Kennedy's going to throw over the middle and hit as he tries to catch it. Burton, the intended receiver. And he's lucky he didn't get his head taken off on that one. A great move by Sampson, and the Dolphins will have excellent field position.
Check 55, Mike.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Kill, kill, kill.
Single back formation, Spencer, the lone running back. Antonio Brown out to that left side. As they bring Antonio Brown in, a snug formation now. Spencer's still the lone running back in the backfield. And they're going to throw. Prescott to throw, has a crosser open, and he elevates up to Antonio Brown and gets it over the lurking linebacker for a first down. 117 passing yards now for the Miami Dolphins, and 76 of it goes to Antonio Brown. As the Dolphins now flip the script, and they are into Bear territory up to the 26-yard line. They give us to Spencer, trying to go to the right side, but he is taken down for a loss.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
As Spencer now with 80 yards on the ground as of the second quarter. And this is a 2nd down and 14. The give to Spencer, sneaks through the middle there. Now 14 carries, 90 yards. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, Spencer in the backfield. They're going to throw the ball on 3rd down. He's looking for the corner of the end zone. And Parker hangs onto it, but they're not going to give him the touchdown. His momentum carries him back out of the end zone. But it's going to be a 1st down and goal as the Dolphins look to capture the lead for the first time in the game. Balaj with the carry, and he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Uhrah. Are they going to go for the extra point or go for 2 here and make it a 7-point lead? Sanders is going to attempt the extra point. Foles with the hold, and the kick is up, and it is good. 5 plays, 42 yards, and the Dolphins lead by 6 with 2.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. That is Balaj's 2nd touchdown of the game. As Gabriel nearly breaks it. And the Chicago Bears will have excellent field position at their own 38-yard line. They have to watch out for Carroll. Carroll on that defensive line left side has X-Factor enabled. And he's going to throw deep over the middle to Robinson the second. And the Bears cross midfield up to the Dolphin 40-yard line. Matheu with his 2nd tackle of the game for the Miami Dolphins. As Kennedy's going to go empty formation. And he checks it over to Burton on a crossing route. That is a gain of 3 as Kennedy is hit by Carroll after he releases the ball.
Go now, 90 Wolf.
From the gun, defense pinching the line. Gurley in the backfield to give to Gurley. Huge hole up the middle, and Gurley with a beautiful cutback. 11 carries, 122 yards for Todd Gurley. And they pull Gurley. Actually, Gurley is flanked out to the right. X-Factor enabled at wide receiver. Kennedy to throw. He's going to get taken down by Carroll again. 3 sacks by the X-Factor defensive end as he taunts Isaac Kennedy, flexing his muscles and pushing the Bears back.
Ready.
2nd down and 20. Isaac Kennedy launches the ball into coverage, and it's knocked away. 3rd down and 20. Todd Gurley with an excellent block. X-Factor on X-Factor. But the Dolphin defense holds. It's 3rd down and 20 from the Dolphin 33-yard line. Kennedy to throw. Looks like a screen. And it is overthrown as Todd Gurley gets hung up in the line. And that's going to force a field goal attempt for the left-footed kicker. That kick is up. It has the distance, and it is good. Beautiful kick. And we have a 3-point game with 9 seconds left in the third quarter. Season number 98. IMS Soden, this is the Soden Bowl Network Super Bowl 98. Uhrah's Dolphins versus Wakanda's Monsters of the Midway. Jiggy says it's going to be a wild fourth. It's been a wild game. Kennedy is rattled. I agree, Ohio. He doesn't look the same. I formation. Kenyon Drake in the game. The give to Drake, and he powers forward. That is 24 yards on 5 carries. As we enter the fourth quarter, Dolphins with a 3-point lead. The Dolphins once trailed 14-3 and have come back, only allowing 3 points. And they regain the lead they capture the lead for the first time, 20-14. Then the Bears go down and get a field goal. Prescott from the gun, Spencer in the backfield. Wakanda using Roquan Smith in the middle, and Spencer with a gain of a couple, now 92 yards running.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
A big third down and 2. Balaj and Drake in the backfield. Prescott to throw. Great blitz pickup. And he's going to elevate it, and it is knocked away. And then almost caught by Kenyon Drake. Devontae Parker sets it perfectly for Kenyon Drake. But Kenyon Drake cannot make the receptions, and Hack will have to punt from his own 20. Angling it down to the right side this time, and it'll bounce into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys! Let's go!
As Todd Gurley and company will take over from their own 20-yard line, 7.5 minutes left in the ball game.
Got it.
X Factor enabled.
Tighten up. Switch.
As Kennedy's going to give the ball to Todd Gurley, trying to go to the left side, and he gains about 4. Now 126 yards on the ground for Todd Gurley. Dolphins have allowed almost 200 yards of total offense.
At the 24-yard line.
Set, ready, 50, plant.
We have a pistol formation.
54, weak.
Gurley in the backfield. Kennedy to throw. He's looking deep over the middle, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by Howard. The X Factor corner makes what could be the play of the game for the Miami Dolphins as he steps in front of the receiver and gets a nice little return back to the 34-yard line, is where Uhrah's Dolphins will take over with a chance to go up by 2 scores. From the gun, Drake in the backfield, trips to the right. Prescott will throw it here, looking over the middle and almost intercepted. Sampson makes the reception, dangerous throw. But it is a first down up to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Timbo, welcome to the game, Timbo. He says, love it. I wasn't loving that throw. That one scared me. Prescott under center, the give to Spencer, and he is taken down just a gain of 1.
Right there. Oh, dang, baby.
Spencer closing in on a 100-yard game here in Super Bowl 98. He has 93 yards on the ground. Balaj with both touchdowns. Prescott, single back formation. Spencer in the game. Bears moving all around on defense here, trying to confuse Prescott. As they give the ball to Spencer, but great penetration. That is a loss of 1. Woods with the tackle. 3rd down and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Go ahead,
From the gun, Drake in the backfield. It's a screen, trying to screen it out to the left, but great pursuit by King of Wakanda. He was not fooled. Loss of 3. Sanders will attempt the field goal, spotted on his own 30. And that kick is up, and it is good. And the Miami Dolphins extend the lead to 6 points again, 23-17, with 4.5 minutes left in Super Bowl 98. Gabriel fielded deep in the end zone. He's going to take it out, but he cannot get back up to the 25, just up to the 20-yard line is where Wakanda will start out. X Factor still enabled for Todd Gurley. And they're going to give the ball to Gurley, trying to go up the middle. A nice hole and a good gain up to the 27-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Mathieu with the tackle.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Todd Gurley having himself a game.
70, Indy.
Bears looking to move the football here and regain the lead. He has a deep post open and a lunging reception. Robinson with his 4th catch of the game, 84 yards receiving. As he goes down to the turf to catch that ball, they move the ball up to the 47-yard line. 3.5 minutes left in the game. Howard's X Factor enabled for the Miami Dolphins. They're going to give the ball wisely to Gurley. A nice hole up the middle. And Todd Gurley getting it done.
11 more yards. That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard
Go.
line.
18, Gator. Snap.
The give to Gurley again, going to that left side, carrying defenders.
Gurley again. That's it, baby. Jerome Baker in on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd
Gain
and
of
3
7
at the Dolphins' 35-yard line.
for Todd Gurley. And you take a look at Gurley's stats there. Gurley with 151 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns for the X Factor running back. There's an option to Trubisky. What a call. Everybody went with Todd Gurley, cameraman included.
And the Bears first down.
And the Chicago Bears are in business, as this is going to take it to the 2-minute warning. Miami leading 23-17. And again, we are sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust. If you're in the Colorado Springs area, make sure you check them out. Go to alliedphllc.com. And we are back. 2 minutes left in Super Bowl 98. What's going on, Mr. Jay Cork, Hall of Fame head coach Jay Cork, 87. I formation, Gurley the X Factor enabled. Trying to go to the left side, and a great user tackle by Uhrah, a saving tackle. Gets a hold of Gurley's left foot and trips him up. 2nd down and 7. From the Dolphin 23-yard line, down by 6. He's going to throw over the middle, gets a helmet on the ball, and knocks it away. Great defense again. It looked like it was Baker putting his helmet on the football and breaking up that pass. 3rd down and 7. Obviously 2-down territory here for the Chicago Bears. Kennedy to throw. Over the middle has a wide open Briggs, who falls down, hangs onto it this time, but he's going to be just a yard short.
A gain of 7 yards. It's
4th down and 1. Clock running. Super Bowl on the line for Mr. Wakanda and his Monsters of the Midway. I formation. Has to be Todd Gurley. He doesn't. He's going to throw. He's going to throw for the end zone. Robinson uncovered. And we have a Chicago Bear touchdown and an extra point attempt to take the lead. That kick is up and it's good, and they run into the kicker again. Armstrong runs into the kicker, and now the Chicago Bears are most certainly going to kick this out of the back of the end zone. That's going to nullify any return. And the Miami Dolphins, with all 3 timeouts, have a minute 8 and a Khalil Mack to deal with, as they trail by 1, 24-23. Prescott from the gun. Great protection, has a man open over the middle, Devontae Parker, but he cannot hang on to it. Good breakup by the Chicago Bears. 2nd down and 10 from the 25 from the gun. Drake in the backfield, trips to the right. Prescott, good protection, has an open receiver. Sampson hangs onto the football, and that is a timeout for Miami. As they move the ball up to the 46-yard line, they need about 20 yards for a field goal attempt. Clinton Dix with his 3rd tackle of the game from the gun. Drake in the backfield, snug formation. Prescott, great protection, has an open receiver. Antonio Brown up to the 33-yard line. Now 311 yards of total offense as Antonio Brown has 97 of them. And Prescott and company are in business, as Chicago now forced to take a timeout. Dolphins are in field goal range, but it's not a gimme. You will most certainly have an ice the kicker animation, as they give the ball to Spencer again, working it on that right seam, that right hash mark. Khalil Mack with the tackle. Have not heard much of Mr. Mack in this game. And the Miami Dolphins now 3rd down and 4. Have to hold on to the football. That's the number 1. 2 hands on the ball. Bouncing it out to the outside, that is a loss. That's going to bring up a field goal attempt for the win. Sanders kicking from his own, from the Bear 35-yard line on the right hash mark. Kick up, and it is good. The Chicago Bears elected to burn their last timeout after that run, and they could not ice the kicker. Gave Uhrah a wide open field goal attempt. And the Miami Dolphins take a 2-point lead with 18 seconds left in Super Bowl 98. The Chicago Bears have no timeouts. Miami, you got to play good defense here. You cannot get too physical with the receiver. You don't want a PI. And you don't want anybody to get behind you. As Kennedy's going to get taken down. Carroll now with 4 sacks. And that is how Super Bowl 98 will end. Congratulations, Uhrah, and your Miami Dolphins. You are Soden Bowl champions here in season 98. Antonio Brown or Carroll has to be the MVP here. Balazs has a couple touchdowns, but they were short yardage power runs. to me, I really felt Carroll set the tone in this game. A lot of big sacks in big moments. 4 sacks for Carroll. And I think Carroll's going to win the MVP here. He has to. Antonio Brown with a great game. Had the big reception to get them in field goal range. And let's give Sanders credit. Pressure kick. Gets it done, and there you go. Jawan Carroll, 4 sacks, wins the Super Bowl MVP. Congratulations, Ohio Bengal. You have won a copy of Madden 21. Courtesy of Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust. And Uhrah's Dolphins making history. The Miami Dolphins, of all teams, go to the Super Bowl with Dak Prescott, an 83 overall quarterback, and winning the Super Bowl. A great story here in Soden Bowl, season number 98. For those of you tuning in, those of you that may not be in the league, you look at the stats there. I'll let you look at them as long as he has them up. For those of you not in the league, we are officially into season number 99. It is an owner's league, a really cool league. We are tracking a whole bunch of stats and just some goodness that we have going on. Not just winning games. Not just tracking Super Bowl champions, but also, cool things like this here. Let me show you this. Aaron Rodgers. We're into week 3 right now. Aaron Rodgers, we're tracking jersey sales. We're tracking financials for the owners. You can win by winning the Super Bowl. You can win a whole bunch of ways. And you look over here. This is Aaron Rodgers at age, 72. He's a grandpa now. But no, age 36. The Green Bay Packers, I believe, are undefeated. And Mr. T. Hoyt has his favorite team. And you look at him, Aaron Rodgers, he's a modest 88 overall. Madden not really giving him any love. He has a 99 personality. Now, those of you pay attention here. If you are in an owner's league, you want guys on your team that have personality. 99 personality. This guy is going to sell some jerseys. And jerseys equal money. Money equals funds to go after other players. Funds to keep your stadium interesting to your fans. Funds to advertise with. So Mr. T. Hoyt getting it done. $688,000 in week 3 for Aaron Rodgers. Just in jersey sales. That's not hats. That's not tickets. That's not airtime. That's just Aaron Rodgers jerseys. $688K. And Ohio Bengal is right. He is a grandfather. Yeah, there you go. Grandpa Rodgers getting it done. And congratulations again to the Miami Dolphins as they win Super Bowl 98 on just a fantastic comeback. And congratulations to Ohio Bengal. Ohio Bengal, for those of you that don't know, he is our Super Bowl II champion. If you check out our history page on SodenBowl.com, you will see his name there. He won Super Bowl II, and he was very competitive through the 4 or 5 years that he was here. Obviously a Bengals fan. Congratulations to Ohio Bengal. You win a copy of Madden 21. Thanks to Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust. I am out of here, guys. This was a fantastic game. I will talk to you guys in the chat. Thank you for everybody that watched. Thank you to everybody that participated in season number 98. And we are looking forward to our season number 99 champion and our season number 99 owner of the year. I am S. Soden. This is the Soden Bowl Network, sponsored by Allied Plumbing and Heat, a name you can trust. Later, guys.